Hello, Tim from Fair Play Now, and it's the 29th of April 2021, and I'm feeling a bit traumatized today, actually. Believe it or not, I walked in on this couple having sex yesterday. A couple of pigeons, that is. Here's a picture of them just before the main event. And is it me, or has the male there on the right got a great big soppy grin on his face, knowing what he's about to be getting? Oh dear. So just a little bit of lightness to start off with. But yeah, I like taking pictures of the wildlife, and it's just one of many things I do. Following the video I did yesterday about seeing people I'll be playing golf with again, I had a comment on that video from one of my viewers, Carol. Thanks for watching, Carol, if you're looking at this one as well. But she said to me, do you kind of just avoid the subject, or do you kind of try and convert them to our point of view? And it was a really good question, and it got me thinking. And I suppose at the end of the day, it depends who you're talking to, would be the short answer to that. But I'm afraid the whole thing has become one of those subjects you almost don't talk about. It's a dinner party subject. The old adage of, if you're going to a dinner party with various people you don't know, you don't talk about sex, religion, or politics. And, you should get on sort of fine if you avoid those things. But in recent years, a couple of more things have been added to that, hasn't there? First of all, you don't talk about Brexit, and B, you don't talk about the whole sort of COVID stroke big V thing either, I think. But it's a question of gauging how people are feeling, the mood they're in, and if you can just at least sow a little bit of doubt in their mind somehow. And if they're talking about the big V, maybe they're asking you if you've had it yet, you can sort of come out quite strongly and say, oh, good heavens, no, not with all these sort of issues they're having about it right now. Good heavens, no. I mean, you can sort of be like that, and I guess they can't really argue, because everybody knows there are issues against or about these sort of injections. Yeah, one of my other viewers was also sort of saying, she gets really angry about, people who don't share our sort of point of view. So she's sort of done with kind of trying to sort of make them see sense, and is just basically really angry at them, I guess. But I'm in two minds about that. And again, it depends on the mood I'm in and what day it is, I suppose. But on the one hand, I think that they've had a year of kind of psychological manipulation and propaganda from the mainstream media, and they're probably just not, after that, they're just not thinking rationally and thinking straight. So do you kind of treat them as victims, some kind of victims, and just try and be gentle with them, and show them a bit of compassion and a bit of understanding, and try and help them? That's the way I feel some days. And then other days, I think it's people like you who have basically made it so that I've had a year of my life stolen away from me. If you just wake up, we could be out of this in no time. So, I do feel like that sometimes as well. But yeah, it's all, a very difficult subject. And I think I'm just going to play it by ear sort of this weekend and see what happens. Little update on the stand in the park thing. I talked about that a few videos ago now. The weekend before last, so not Sunday just gone, but the one before, I did the first one in my local area. I didn't really know if there's any of them going on already or not, so what I did is, well, we turned up at what I thought was the most logical park in my area, the biggest park, and thinking that's the one that's most likely to have people going there already. But it turns out that we went there and we were the only ones there. We went back there last Sunday, just a few days ago as well. Again, same story. Even though the Stand in the Park organisers have now got our park where we go to on their kind of register, still nothing. But looking at that register, which I didn't do or wasn't able to do until after attending the first Stand in the Park, I actually noticed that in my town there is a couple of them going on already, but just in kind of smaller parks that and sort of things like that I wasn't expecting. So what I might do is just this coming Sunday, just do one last Stand in the Park at the park I went to, Tilgate Park as it's called, if anyone's local and knows that. But I'm probably going to contact the organisers and say that's going to be the last one we go to, and because if no one turns up, we might as well just go to one of the other two places in our town where hopefully people do turn up. So if you're watching this with a view to this whole Stand in the Park thing in Crawley, West Sussex, chances are that Tilgate is going to be the last one that we'll be doing this coming Sunday, and from then on it'll be either the Memorial Gardens, which is in the town centre, or Goffs Park as well. So that is just a little update on that, and I thought I'd sort of round off this video just with a nice little photo, because it's a lovely park, Tilgate Park. It's got a whacking great lake with geese and everything, and I took this photo here of this nice goose swimming along in the lake, and yeah, had a few sort of minutes of taking photos after the Stand in the Park hour was over and done with, just before we went home. So just a few thoughts there, and as I say, just to reiterate, Stand in the Park will be, if you're in the Crawley area, it will be the last one at Tilgate this coming Sunday, and from then on I think we'll just be attending one of the other two. So that's it for today. Tim from Fair Play Now. Thanks for watching.